If you want to see what I bought from the most recent Spring Insider sale event at Sephora, diving into not only makeup but a whole bunch of skincare, why I bought these items, and if you happen to buy the same, how we could use them going forward, then please keep on watching. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Alicia and Kinky Sweat stands for my kinky hair and sweat life, a fitness professional who loves beauty. If you want to check out my movement adventures and class schedules, all that could be found on my Instagram. Aren't we just so happy that this is over? At least I am. How many of us, including myself, kept on going on the Sephora app, reading product descriptions like 20 times, going on YouTube, listening to reviews over and over again, deciding if we should buy this or not because it's on sale? The frenzy took a toll on me, friends, I have to say. I know it's just makeup, but the last video speaking about products that I really wanted but I tried to keep myself from buying, it's like but I will show you what I just purchased. It's definitely a lot of skincare and I try to do my best to not go nuts. It's just that healthy balance like I spoke about in my recommendation video. Not going totally no buy, but not going crazy either. So finding that compromise between the two tiers is challenging, but I think I did it. I'm gonna go through these products randomly. All timestamps will be down below. This is gonna be a long video. Got the receipts and got notes just so I could post the discount price next to me, you know, to make myself feel better about what I saved. And let's get started. Concealer. I did bite the bullet and managed to grab the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I am late to the game. I saw this on Michelle Wong's channel and Kelsey's Battle the Concealers video. Everyone highly recommends this concealer. I was hesitant at first because higher tier luxury cosmetics tend to have a strong fragrance to their products. This does not, although initially, not that it smells like alcohol, but it smells heavily like product. And I was afraid if I apply that to my under eyes, if it'll feel irritating, but it actually is okay. The original price for this concealer is $34, knocked down by the 20% off because I have rouge. Came down to $27.20. Not too bad for a higher tier cosmetic item like Giorgio Armani. This is in the shade 6, is what I have on my under eyes right now. I love how it applies. It is incredibly lightweight, and for the lightweight texture and it to provide that coverage, I was really impressed by. One side I applied it with a sponge and the other with a brush. I definitely like the brush a little better because it just leaves behind more product, especially because I use my ColourPop synthetic brush. If I wanted just less coverage, I'll use a sponge going forward. And then I applied another layer because my allergies have been really bad. I scratched my eyes out so bad last night and they were a little hollowed out, more so than usual. That's why I applied a second layer, but I overall love the finish of this concealer. Very brightening, skin-like in finish, easy to blend whether with sponge or with brush, and yeah, doesn't feel irritating to my under eyes despite the slight fragrance in there. But I'm very impressed with this concealer. It's going to get in my current roundhouse of concealers with the Makeup Forever Self Setting, the Fenty Beauty Instant, the Pro Filter, No Filter, I forgot the name of that concealer, it's so long. And yeah, I'm going to continue using this. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt because I feel like I should have picked up 2 because I'm really liking it, you know what I mean? But we shall see. I will keep you updated on this concealer going forward the more I use it. Next up we have, I wanted to get this, or more so, I had my eye on this for a long time. Finally took the plunge and managed to purchase the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, hailed by several for months now. I am late to the bandwagon, I know. This is in the shade 3 Light Medium. I went by Desi Perkins' video when this first released. She used like 3 and tan because of course she got mail the whole range, and if I had the whole range as well, I'll be using 3 at the same time. But that's not the case. I got this for my highlights and it just applies beautifully. This is originally priced at $44, got knocked down to $35.20. The number 3 shade, actually 4 shades out of the 6 are available, are sold out online. I don't know what the situation is in stores. I mean, The craziness surrounding Charlotte Tilbury products now, especially with her face palettes, is just insane. I can see why this is an exceptional product. I mean, it applies like a dream. It comes with this doe foot applicator that I find not super hygienic. If you have clients, I would definitely pat this on the back of my hand and then go in from there. But if you're just using this on yourself, no problem at all. Dab it on the cheekbones or wherever else you like that light. You could also mix this with your foundation if you just want more of that radiant finish with whatever foundation you're using. I like to apply this after I just applied my concealer and not setting it with powder. Foundation, concealer, dab on the Flawless Hollywood filter, and be done. It's gorgeous. It really is a gorgeous product, and I can see why people gravitate toward it, because it creates that radiance without texture, without sparkle, without particles in the formula. And it's not even that it's shimmery either. It's quite extraordinary. It's so creamy, and the way it absorbs into your skin just effortlessly. And I applied it with my fingers and a sponge just to see what I like more. I like both ways. Both ways are great ways to apply this formula, and you could also use this on its own. You don't necessarily have to set it with another highlighter, or you can just, like I said, let it glow as it does by itself. I chose 3 because I felt this was like the perfect beige tone for me. So this is how it looks like blended out, and just look how smooth that is, and the way it just leaves that beautiful radiant finish on the skin. And again, the texture is just so lightweight. It does not make you look greasy at all, overly shiny. It just creates that radiant effect. And if you want to apply a powder highlight over this, if you want to steer it more champagne, more peachy, more gold, you have that ability to do that with this liquid highlighter. I'm calling it a liquid highlighter. The technical name, I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is a lot of product. 1 fluid ounces of products, a glass bottle. So if you're traveling with this, I would wrap it in bubble or to make sure, because if she breaks in transit, I will be so sad. Which leads me to now present the next Charlotte Tilbury product that I said that I was not going to buy because I was broke. But I booked a private client. She bought a bunch of sessions up front. Not to say that I should be spending that on more makeup, but it helped, okay? Also sold out on Sephora. This one and the other one, the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm face palette. I understand why. I have it on my face now. I apply this shade over the Hollywood filter, followed by this shade, and then going in with the bronzer. The bronzer is not deep enough for my skin tone to create that bronze effect, for sure. I mean, it's very light. And if you're my skin tone or darker, you will definitely have to get Glowygasm, which also sold out. It is on its way, but I did not get it from Sephora. I got it from Nordstrom. Let me tell you the panic attack I had. Going back and forth between the Sephora app and the Nordy app. Went to the Nordy app because I had $20 note. And between the 20% off in Sephora and the $20 note from Nordy, it kind of came down to the same discount price, which by the way, originally cost $75, but it bumped down to $60s. Not as... it doesn't burn as much. I was trying to figure out which one should I get, because this is for packaging. Like, sometimes I love their flash and whatever, but I feel like sometimes they haphazardly package their makeup and it just comes to the door just wrecked. And I feel because of the sale, the volume of deliveries and just packaging is just sky high, and I feel they're going to be more haphazard about it. Nordy's, I feel it's a lot better. I feel they're a little better with their packaging. But when I went back to the Sephora app, because let me just do the Sephora app so I could get the points, sold out. Glowygasm was sold out as well, in addition to Glowygasm. And I was like, okay, Nordy's, and I couldn't wait. I paid $12 for expedited shipping, because if I relied on the standard, it would have been here like next week, and we cannot wait that long. Sorry. I actually used this palette in conjunction with her Icon palette, because if you have this palette and you use these shades, these 2 satin matte shades, and you need another shade to blend them out, I use the bronze shade to blend out those satin matte eyeshadows. I also use it to carve out my nose, because it's too light for me to just rely solely on a bronzing type of product, but it's perfect for bronzing the nose and not look too so severely snatched. You know what I mean? We're keeping it a little realistic still. These powders are just so lightweight. I mean, the way they blend on the skin is just so beautifully gorgeous. I absolutely love these powders. You can layer them and they will still look smooth. The light on them is fantastic. This is the blush shade. I really view this as a blush topper, so whatever blush you have, you could get that on top. The swatches aren't great for sure, they're not super impressive, but when you apply these on your face, and I'm going to do a video solely dedicated to Lightgasm and Lovegasm. I know I'm late to the party, you probably have seen a bunch of reviews on these already, but whatever, you haven't seen mine, so meh. Switching gears here, moving into some skincare temporarily. I had my eye on this product for a long time and I decided to take the plunge. I technically don't need it, but man, this is like really nice. The Youth to the People Superberry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask, which has been sold out online for a little bit. It's in stock again on the app, but I haven't seen this in stores. I managed to pick up like one of the 2 boxes that were left on the shelf. This kind of reminded me of the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow situation in the last sale. You couldn't find that product anywhere. I think it was probably around Black Friday. You couldn't find it on Pharmacy, you couldn't find it on Sephora, you couldn't find it anywhere. That was sold out everywhere. It is one of the most sought after products from the Youth to the People line. Originally priced at $48, you got it down to $38.40. This is a mask that you put over the last step of your skincare routine. It's just so creamy and luxurious feeling. It has vitamin C, a bunch of botanicals that are supposed to give you that radiant glow when you wake up. I'm gonna go more into this when I do my skincare video because we gotta do an update on that routine. But the texture is just gorgeous. I love using this mask every night. It's just such a joy to apply. And I love the scent. It's so creamy, but the way it absorbs into your skin quickly, and it just leaves the texture so smooth and the skin looks radiant. I'm really loving this. I love the simplicity of the packaging as well. It's just the plastic lid with the glass jar design. So really been happy with that. The next item up, well, I'm going to present them at the same time. But first I gotta blow my nose. The next 2 items I'll present together because one has to do with the other. I finally made the plunge and got myself another Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I got the big size. The 1 ounce is $90. The 1.69 fluid ounces is, wait a minute, hold on, that's on another receipt, $134. We're looking at a discount of $107.20. Still expensive, but if you're gonna get 20% off, you gotta use it on these high ticket price items. You know what I'm saying? I finished a whole bottle last year and I finished the Honeymoon Glow, which I mentioned in my empties. I could go more into detail another time, but I just much prefer this Glycolic Treatment, although people say the Honeymoon does similar things for a cheaper price. But I still think the Honeymoon Glow is more appropriate for drier, sensitive skin types that still want those exfoliating benefits but still need to be hydrated and moisturized. I got my hydration and moisture on lockdown and other steps in my skincare, so I just need you to exfoliate, okay? Just get the disc off my face, and this will last me a year. So if I change my mind and want to go back to the Honeymoon Glow, I'm going to still have plenty of time to use up this product for sure. And I got the mini duo sets that you usually see on the checkout aisle to lure you into buying some more things. The mini duo that I bought to have this come with me on trips. Duo retails for $28. We got it down to $22.40. And before I used to not buy this because I'm like, how am I going to use this stupid marula oil? I actually pump this into my body butter or my hair. I put it on my nails. So the frequency with which I use the mini glycolic serum tube, I use the same type of timeline with the marula. So I feel they'll finish at the same time and I won't have these leftover marula oil tubes in my drawer, you know what I mean? That is for the to-go bag. The next item I bought is another Pat McGrath. We gotta get in the box. Another Pat McGrath Liquid Lust Gloss in Full Real. I didn't even take it out the box yet because I wanted to show you my current Full Real. I mean, I'm nearly done with this lip gloss. It is my most favorite shade, color, I mean, I have been searching for the perfect nude gloss for my skin tone and shade. For Real does it. It's beige, but it's not too washed out. That again makes me look, I have like concealer lips. It just meshes well with any color you want to put on top. If you want the pinkier lipstick to look more beige, or you want the brown nude to look a little lighter on the center of your lip, this will do it all for you. The formula is outstanding, beautifully plush, not heavy, not sticky. It is just, oh, let's just put some on right now. So easy to apply, but look at that. Look how that just transformed my lips. So I had to get another one. That was just a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Originally priced at $28, but we got her for $22.40. Not too bad. Still expensive for a lip gloss, but for Pat McGrath, I'll take the discount. Next up is another replenishment item. I managed to pick up another Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I actually enjoyed the Banana Bright Eye Cream. This is the one I currently have. It's nearly done. There are other eye creams on the market, I mean plenty, but I really just love the texture of this formula. It's lightweight, it doesn't mess with the concealer in terms of how it dries down, and it has like a pearlescent finish. I feel is perfect if you want to go no makeup that day and just want to have your skin show. It's gonna really brighten the eye area. Now keep in mind, it does say it has vitamin C in the formula. There's a lot of research, and of course I'm probably not presenting this correctly, but there's a lot of research that states the vitamin C is just not stable enough to have that brightening effect on the skin like what we're expecting. I do feel at least that eye creams plump the eye area for a temporary amount of time, you know, enough for you to go out and look refreshed and like you had so much sleep that night, and then you take it off and go on with the next day. But I love to use an eye cream during the day. I do feel it's important to keep the under eye area moisturized, and just helps the concealer absorb better, just looks finished better. And that's why I had to do the Banana Bright Eye Cream again, because I really love it, and why not? Just will keep me from looking elsewhere and stress myself about finding another eye cream. If I like it, I'll buy it again, and I'm going to keep it at that. Oh, but before I put that away, originally priced at $38, you got it down to $30.40. The next item up is another Drunk Elephant product. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream. I actually bought a jar of this maybe a year ago. Finished it, didn't buy it again because it is expensive. It's originally priced at $68. We got it down to $54.40. I was like, I really don't need it, it's okay. I mean, I loved it when I have it, but is it necessary to buy again? Probably not. Then they had this in the mini form for the birthday rewards. Tried it again. I'm like, oh man, I remember why I love this so much. This just plumps your skin, and it doesn't leave an artificial layer of plump. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel like, oh, your skin feels plump, but because there's just a film on it. No, it feels like it's plumping from the inside out. Plush texture, bouncy, soft, and I love this jar design. You press the product onto the surface, and I feel it's just more hygienic in that way, so you don't dig your fingers into the jar. I do still have the mini jar from the birthday reward that I just keep refilling, and I take that on trips with me. This is really much like a serum, so if you're a drier skin type, I wouldn't rely on this solely as a moisturizer, but if you're oily, I would just keep this as a moisturizer. I combine this with my Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding moisturizer because, again, I just think it's great to have peptides in your skincare routine. It helps you build like your outermost layer of skin, and I feel it also helps with makeup application. I mean, the finish the foundation has is just remarkable. Really love this product, and I'm happy I picked it up again. I've been enjoying it immensely. It's one of those things, you stop using a skincare product and then you take a break and you go back to it and you're like, oh yeah, it really does make a difference. It does. Love this stuff. Happy I got that. And the last thing from this trip is I managed to pick up the Biossance Tea Tree Trio. Now, this probably was dumb to buy, but I love minis because I just need to have the 1 ounce thing done for the TSA people. This set retailed for $29. We got it down to $23.20, and it's the 3 minis from the Tea Tree line that was most recently released. We have the Squalene and Tea Tree Cleansing Gel, which I have a full size of, not necessarily from this sale, but from another trip to Sephora. And then I have the mini tea tree detox mask, and really what I wanted this set for was the mini squalene tea tree and balancing oil. I have the full size oil, but I want to keep refilling the mini ones so I don't have to bring that huge bottle. Not really huge, but just something less to think about. And it's glass, and this is plastic, I believe. No, I think this is glass. I don't know. Live. I'm not sure how I'll be able to refill this tube. That's like something I wish I could do, but you know, I'll figure it out when I get there. I didn't even care about this product, but I saw it on Kelsey's video and I was like, oh, maybe it's nice. The Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I really like this. I have the lip mask. I've been using the lip mask for months, friends, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So this is like the day version, a marketing ploy. I mean, you could use a lip mask during the day. It might be a little heavy, but it still kind of has the same effect. This is more like a tinted gloss. I have it in the shade Peach. And before we move on, originally priced at $15, we got it for $12. So this is the shade of the gloss. So it has a little bit of tint, but it's very shiny on the lip. It really plumps them up, and it's so soft but not heavy or sticky. And when it dries down or it just evaporates, whatever lip glosses do, my lips still feel soft. It doesn't have like that weird line near the inside. They feel nourished even though after the lip balm wears off. So that's a really nice benefit from using this product. And I love the packaging. It's a soft matte color. This is in peach. They have it in other shades like neon green and berry, but I really love the packaging on this. I love the lid. It's clear. Of course, this doesn't indicate what's actually in the tube, but you kind of see it with the applicator what the color will look like. They have berry and I forgot the other fruit flavors, and it doesn't smell too strong. So if you're worried about the peach smell, I think you'll be fine. I don't smell it on me all day. In fact, I keep reapplying this several times a day because I quite enjoy the formula. So happy I picked that up. Another product I was sleeping on, and then this is like sold out everywhere, the Kaja Bento Toasted eyeshadow deck, but I have it in, what is this called, toasted caramel, because Orange Blossom is sold out. I think it was one of the first ones to go. Originally priced at $21, we got it bumped down to $16.80. This is like a topper trio deck, so it has the different levels of sparkly, oh, lost the insert, sparkly shades. So you have the dark one, the medium, and then the lighter one that you could use for inner core highlight or what have you. Apparently there is glass in the formula. Someone spotted it out on the box and they freaked out about it. They were like, glass near your eyes? Are they nuts? People are speculating it to be a translation issue, that one of the ingredients, the silicate whatever was translated into glass and not actually what it is. I really don't know the full details of the story. I have been wearing it on my eyes and I haven't been experiencing any crazy irritation in and around my eyes, but these are extraordinary. They have such beautiful shine and glitz. They're really easy to apply. I would not rely on these to be your eyeshadow for sure. You would apply something else and then you will top it off with the Bento box deck just to give it a lot of more glimmer and glitz, you know what I mean? And I would use a finger like I just demonstrated on the back of my hand. Even the darker shades, sometimes I just take that and dab it on the outer V if I want a little more depth there. Really great for summertime too, if you just want that one eyeshadow look but you want it to really glitz and shine. These are so easy to apply, one and done, and your lids will look beautiful. Another Charlotte Tilbury item, well, we got two. Eyes to Mesmerize in Rose Gold and Star Gold. I didn't think I was going to use these, or I didn't have initially any interest in them, but man, the reason why I bought these, I'll tell you why. Firstly, they were originally priced at $32. We got them for $25.60. These are the shades, and this is actually what I have on my eyes. I have Rose Gold on the right and Star Gold on the left. You know why I bought these, friends? Because I thought, well, if I'm not happy with the longevity from the eyeshadows in the Icon palette, if you're again wondering what that is, this baby right here. I feel that these will be a great base to apply these shinier shades on. And you know how Charlotte just likes to layer textures, whether it's a satin matte or a glitz or whatever. These blend so easily with this on the lid. I feel like initially you wouldn't think that, but her formulas just are created and designed to layer on each other without looking cakey or textured or crumbly, because this does have shimmer, but if you apply one of these satin mattes on top, it just finesses across the lid and creases beautifully. It still looks radiant on the lids, it still looks like skin, and the eye look is just so beautifully soft but smoky at the same time. And I do feel the sparkly shades from the palette last longer, or will last longer, because once you put the Mesmerize base on, whether you want it to be the rose gold or the star gold, if we were to take rose gold here first on the skin, and then we'll go in like, let's say one of these shades. So I'm going to take like the pinkier one out of the bunch, and you go over the eyes to Mesmerize. I just feel you'll have better longevity because the eyes to Mesmerize is going to be your base, and that sparkly shade is just going to hold on more onto your lid. So I will yet to report on that. It's a theory. It's a theory. I'm trying it out today. I've been loving layering these products. These are so easy to work with. Synthetic brush, natural hair brush. I like to use synthetic typically with cream formulas. The way they finesse across the lid is just so easy, and if you don't want to use a brush, you can use your fingers. They're like a light creamy mousse-like texture that just easily blends into the skin. If you want to feather out the edges, you can just do that with your fingers. It's extraordinary, and I love and so happy that I bought these. I know they're expensive even with the discount, but I will be using these thoroughly for the summertime. Skincare again. So I had to make the plunge. I got another jar of the Biossance Squalene and Omega Repair Cream. And you're wondering like, Alicia, but you got that Youth to the People overnight mask. I use both. I think moisture is crazily important even going into the summer season, because overnight, if you're someplace that's dry, if you're on a plane, which again, you shouldn't put your skincare on the plane, you should do it before the plane ride so your skin's protected. And in that case, I will put on the Omega cream and then I'll put on the overnight mask on top. That's going to ensure your skin's going to be on lock, nothing's going to disturb it, or little compared if you weren't going to put anything on your face. But why would you do that? I finished a whole jar of this. You saw it in my empties video. If you haven't already, why don't you head over and come back? My mom finished her jar because at the time I was working with Biossance, and they were so kind to send me 2 jars because the first one, the lid got cracked, so they sent me another one because we had to make sure it looked pretty for the video. And I bought another one because I really love this cream. It's nourishing, replenishing, still lightweight, not greasy at all. They do recommend it for oily skin types, and if you're worried about that, if you're in the oily category, I would just apply it at night as your night cream. That's what I do because I do have a day cream that I use for with a lot of antioxidant benefit, but this is just extraordinary. Originally priced, let's see here, $58. We got it down to $46.40. I'm really happy that I got this again. I was going back and forth because I'm like, do you really need it? Like, it's expensive, but if it's during the sale and if it's a skincare item that I love and that I felt has had a positive impact on my skin, she's in the cart and I'll check out. I got another mini Too Faced Born This Way concealer in natural beige. I use that concealer for my eye prep, and I was actually running low. I don't know where she is. Oh, here she is. This is the one I have now. So she was running low. I wanted to make sure there were no skips in the makeup routine, okay? It originally priced at $13. We got it down to $10.40. I also like to use a little bit right near the darkest part of my under eye if I'm using whether it now be the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric or the Fenty. I'll put a little natural beige right here. I'll brighten without looking too overwhelmingly just too light under my eyes. So I think this is the perfect shade for that. And here we go. I caved. I did get the Cover FX Duo. I did. So hear me out. Originally, I just forgot about them because you saw they were sold out online. Went to the store, went over to the Cover FX display just to see if they were there, just to see. Weren't there? Okay, great, let's go. They were just spread out on the vanity at the beauty studio section in the Sephora store. Just out. The lids were open. They were just out, and I'm like, the FOMO and the overwhelming sense of like, you need to get this now because you saw them in person was I managed to pick up Pink Dahlia and Warm Honey because I decided to not do the bronzers, because when I saw Kelsey's video, she said that the powder was like too powdery almost, that you needed to go in with a light hand and be really careful. I don't even think about that with my Fenty bronzers, nor do I really think about that with my Hoola Caramel. So I'm like, you know what, you don't need it, just you got your bronzers, you're fine. I love Warm Honey. Warm Honey is so gorgeous. I actually have it under Pink Dahlia because I just like to layer everything. Pink Dahlia is definitely more pink. I was thinking about doing Soft Peach, but the reason why I didn't buy it was because I feel that I have Cali Dream, which is from Mel Cosmetics. This is like my #1 peachy tone blush, and if I wanted to go peach, I got Cali Dream unlocked. If I wanted more saturation, I also have Get Laid from ColourPop, their Super Shock blush. This is a beautiful peach that I could layer Cali Dream on if I wanted it. So I didn't really need Soft Peach, so I'm glad I didn't pick it up. To be quite frank, from the two, I love Warm Honey the best. I mean, this just gives me the most natural looking flush of color. It didn't turn red on me. I'm not sure, because probably because my undertone is just different. But Pink Dahlia is fun too. If anything, I layer these on top of each other. The highlighter side is very lightweight. I mean, look at that shine. That's so pretty. You could buff this on tops of your cheeks over the matte blush. Here is the Warm Honey side next to the Pink Dahlia side. That's also really pretty highlighter shade that you can layer. They're not poppy at all. They're very soft, very radiant looking. I will dare to say teetering on a satin finish. So you could use your favorite brush to kind of buff it into your skin. It'll leave that sheen, but it won't look shimmery or overly sparkly. I've been using them and I do love them. I do. And I had to pick them up because originally they were priced at $38. They bumped down to $30, $40. $30 for a compact with a mirror, with a blush and a highlight. And you're getting how much in here? You're getting 14.5 grams of product. That's not too bad. And yes, just like with Biba Barbecue, when Mel said it looks like soap, now it looks like soap to me and to everyone else. I do love the packaging. It's a soft matte touch plastic. It has the mirror inside, and I like the hinges. The mirror stays upright, so if you ever wanted to prop this on something high, maybe do your eyes and brows, that's probably it. You'll have that option open to you. Warm Honey though, if I needed to choose one, and if I were to recommend one, if you're my skin tone, not only shade and undertone, Warm Honey is outrageously beautiful. We're almost done. I know this seems like a lot, but I feel like I had reasons, so it's okay. I had this product for a long time. I only bought one because I'm like, you only need one, Alicia. It is the Marc Jacobs Sequins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow. Now, these have been out for a while, and between this one and the Hourglass product that was similar in terms of use and purpose, these guys right here, dude, this is just gorgeous. The shine on this, let's do this. The shine on this and the sparkle is just outrageously gorgeous, and they're so easy to apply. The way they just scatter across the lid, and when light hits, oh my god. Already had Paparazzi, so I decided to pick up two more. Originally priced at $28, got it down to $22.40. Flashing Topaz Flash. There we go. Topaz Flash needs to stop. It needs to stop being so beautiful. This is how it looks like in the jar, but oh my god, when you apply this on the skin, it has like purple, it has bronze, it has just so many things going on in this shade. Oh my god. Even if you want to apply it over something more plum or more bronze or more taupe, you just have a wider spectrum of choice when figuring out what to apply this shade on. You can't go wrong with this. Look how beautifully sheeny that is. It's so easy to use. You use your finger and you're done. And then I got Glam Noir. The purple one was pretty, but I felt these two, I mean, there were much left. Practically everything was gone. But I thought between Topaz Flash and Glam Noir, these were the most impressively shiny and glittery. Like, look at Glam Noir. Look at that. All over the lid on a black base, lid and lower lash line. for like that glam night out. Like if you have an event and that, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. It's just too beautiful to think about. Really happy with these. I feel they're so easy to use. They don't get all over your face because the base has a lot of stick to it, but it's not so sticky that it's hard to apply. It stays on your lid impressively well, and again, the light and the shine, you see what I mean. All right, we're getting down to the wire. I decided to get another Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Ultra Hydrating Body Butter. I did a video on Josie Maran with the company that sets up influencers with different brands, and the only exchange for the product, which you get to choose by the way, is just to do a review. They don't force you to say anything nice. They just want you to try products and just to spread about the brand. I chose the jasmine scented body butter at the time, and I finished the whole jar. I decided to get fragrance free. Sometimes fragrance free formulas just smell stale and like sterile. This just smells like a cream. I really love it. It's actually refreshing. It's weird, even though there's no fragrance and there's no artificial fragrance in here. The true nature of the smell of this cream is just very comforting to me, and again, just smells like a cream, which I actually really like. I love this formula. It's incredibly smooth. It has beautiful glide, great ingredients in here, super nourishing. I think aloe leaf juice is like on the top of the list, if not the base, right after water. It just spreads so evenly and easily post shower or whenever you want to apply this, even on dry skin, and it absorbs fairly quickly. And although labeled as a body butter, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all, and I think it's great for daily use. If you take a shower, if after you work out or whatever, you want to apply this before you put on your clothes. I would apply it on damp skin just because I feel it helps absorb and spread better. I just love the spreadability. It has great spreadability, and again, it doesn't take forever to absorb. I love the texture. My skin is left in, super silky, and I apply this at night post shower. My skin is so soft the next day. Like there's no residue. It doesn't just end up on my sheets. I mean, it gets into the skin and really changes its texture for the better. I truly wholly believe in this product. This was originally $36. We got it down to $28.80. Highly recommend this body butter. There are a lot on the market, but the Josie Maran Whipped is really good. Oh my god, more Biossance. When you're face to face with everything you bought all at once, that's stuff to your head. The Squalene and Glycolic Renewal Facial. So I had my eye on this product for a long time. I figured, well, you really don't need it because you have the Drunk Elephant Glycolic Night Treatment, but it was like, it's on sale, so just get it. I'm like, okay. Originally priced at $68, bumped it down to $54.40. Still expensive. I used it once and I really like it. I love the soft texture my skin was left in. So this relies on AHAs, namely glycolic, and it has very gentle beads in the formula. So you apply it on your face like a mask, you leave it on for up to 10 minutes, and you just add water and gently exfoliate with the beads in the formula. Remember, they're beads, so they're there to exfoliate. There's no need to push them into your skin. Just let them glide over gently with water. And when I rinsed it off, my skin was like velvety soft. Really impressed with this formula. This has great reviews on the product page. I mean, nearly almost like just all 5 stars lit up. I believe this was I don't remember if this was sold out or not. I looked at my purchase list on my app. A lot of things that I purchased are now sold out. I was like, whoa, man, that's kind of crazy. Happy to use this between the other masks that I bought. I'll show you in a minute. Between days. I mean, I'm going to spread it out because, again, this is like a 12-month expiration, suggested expiration shelf life. I don't feel the need to use these products right away. I space them out to just give my skin time to breathe and not overwhelm it with active products like AHAs and retinols and all that stuff. So it's just nice to know I can do this maybe before an event, or just to make sure my skin is just dead skin free before makeup application. So definitely will be using that, of course. Other masks that I bought also from Biossance. Listen, I just love Biossance, okay? I love them so much. I think they're just so easy to use, and the whole thing about sustainable squalene and blah 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 blah, and they use top-notch ingredients in their formulas. Picked up the squalene and tea tree detox mask. This is along with the tea tree line with the cleansing gel and the oil. Haul. Originally priced at $39, we got it down to $31.20. I love how this comes in a tube. I just feel it's less messy to deal with, and I've already used this and I love, despite it being like a detoxifying clay, because usually those types of clays leave my skin really stripped and dry. When I rinsed this off, my skin felt velvety soft. It didn't feel stripped, it didn't feel over dried at all, and I just love the texture of this formula. It's creamy, it has like a light green color that I'll just show you a little bit, just a little bit, because I don't want to waste it. So this is the color of the mask and the texture of the mask, and because of the tea tree, it's not overwhelmingly fragrance like tea tree. I think your senses will be okay. Really beautiful texture, soft on the skin, easy to apply. Again, it squeezes out, easy to spread around. You don't have to scoop it out, although the glycolic treatment does come with the spatula on the insert. It's probably hard to see because it's so bright, but use that once and I really love it. I'm always looking forward to using it again and again now in my glycolic treatment. And this is the last Biossance product that I purchased. I promise. I know I went crazy with the skincare, but listen, it's important. I got another squalane and Phyto retinol serum. Now I finished a whole bottle of this and I went back and forth. I'm like, do you really need a retinol? Like, and this is not retinol. This is bakuchiol, which is a plant alternative to retinol that has been studied to do similar things to the traditional retinol that we think about. I purchased this again because I really love the texture my skin was in when I was using it, and I feel it's great to use during the day. Like, keep in mind, retinol-like ingredients don't just have cellular turnover properties, but they also serve as antioxidants as well. So this is like my shield during the day, not only to promote that cellular turnover, but also to provide that environmental stressor protection against the outside. And something I didn't know, because I was watching Stephanie Nicole's video, and we are led to think that our skin just goes at it overnight, but it's always going. Like, it's always replenishing itself, is turning over the dead skin, getting the new skins up to the surface. So just to kind of facilitate that process 24/7, that's why I got this bad boy. Lightweight, it's more like a cream. It says serum on the bottle, but it's not like a clear serum that you might think about upon hearing the word serum. It's more like cream, but it's very lightweight. It doesn't feel greasy on the skin. It does have a weird like smoky smell to it that you might have to get accustomed to. And it's funny, I haven't used this in a long time, and when I did apply it, I like smelled it after I applied it for a little bit, but then the next day I was like, oh, it's gone. It's fine. Originally priced at $70, but we got it down to $62.40, so not too bad. $62.40 is still expensive for any skincare product, but really love this. Happy that it's back in my skincare routine, and I just been loving how my skin's been looking during the day. And oh wait, hold on. We got 3 more items, okay? We're almost there. I caved and bought an eyeshadow palette. I am so happy though, it is not the Grand Pro one from Viseart, nor is it the Koi. I was back and forth with those friends. Listen, it was really hard, but not hard. Like, it's just like, come on, just don't buy it, okay? One of you had mentioned that the Muse Beauty Pro sales are really good during the year, sometimes better than the Sephora ones, and you could actually get like free brushes in a package or whatever the promotions decide to do. I had my eye on this because I tried it in store. I just watched it, but I was like really impressed with the texture of the shadows. And then I saw Amber's video and she did a demo using this palette, and I was like, okay, fine. It is the Dior Backstage Eye Palette in Amber. These are not breakthrough shades. We have seen these before, but because it is so lightweight, clear, and slim, perfect for travel. Oh my god, these shades are so smooth and they blend like a dream. Look at this shade. That will get you smoky really fast. And when Amber was applying this on her lids, and she's like in the 400s in terms of foundation shade for the Fenty Beauty line, the red looked red. Like, these shades looked saturated on her skin, and that's just a clear indication on how beautifully formulated these shadows are, that they could just fit a wide spectrum of skin tones, and the deeper you go, they're not going to appear dusty. They're actually going to show up somewhat red, bronze, or orange. This shade is so pretty. It's just your typical champagne shade, but beautiful on the inner corner. This is my favorite matte. It's brown, but it's like not your typical brown. It has like a little bit of yellow in there that I feel is just so beautiful for summertime. It pairs beautifully with any shade you want to use in conjunction on the lid with your crease. It's just such a good palette, and I would love to travel with this because I have a few trips coming up for work. I got to teach at I'm sorry to say, like, I'm going to Bermuda to teach on the Black Girls Pole retreat, and since it's Bermuda, like, I think these shades will look just be beautiful. And then I'm going to Denver to teach 2 workshops in June, so it's just nice to kind of rely on a smaller palette to use. But I just realized this has a 6-month expiration shelf life expected, which doesn't really mean anything. I'm sure I could use it over 6 months, but I don't know, maybe they just don't use a lot of preservatives in their product, which is good, I guess. So I'm going to use this extensively to make sure I get the best out of that before it just goes kaput. Originally priced, you know what, I will have to put it up next to me, because I'll put up the price next to me because I have to find it. I think I got that on an electronic receipt, which I remember. Yes, so I gotta go on my phone, but right now she's being used at a mic. Sorry. Why not? If there was any time to do it, it would have been during the sale, and I'm glad I held off because I wanted to get it before, but I'm like, just you wait. Last 2 items are pretty boring, but I bought them, so we gotta include it. The Benefit Goof Proof Pencil in 3.5, originally priced at $24, we got it for $19.20. This is my eyebrow pencil that I've been using for well over a year now, maybe going on 2. I'm not easily swayed by other brow products. I don't even care how well they work. I don't care. This is the shade that works the best for me. The consistency of the pencil is perfect. It's not too creamy. It's not too waxy. It's just so easy to use, and I still have the one that I used today. Where is she? But I don't want any skips. So once this runs out, we got this on standby, and brows are always on lock, no matter what. And lastly, another Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. Here's the box just to show. Originally priced, again, $24. We got it down to $19.20. I didn't get Pat's Fetish Eyes because at the time when she came out with it, I got it because we were all curious. I wanted to do a review in it. Initially, I didn't love it, and I learned how to use it in conjunction with the Too Faced. But then I'm like, I'm not going to spend $60 on mascara that I'm going to use at the same time, and after 3 months have to trash it. And ultimately, if I had to choose between the two, the Too Faced Waterproof, I just prefer over the Fetish Eyes. I do. I feel the Fetish Eyes flares the lashes beautifully well and is super, super black, but it doesn't hold the curl for me as well as the Too Faced. And when I try to layer the Fetish Eyes, which I didn't, I only used the Fetish Eyes as like my no makeup look mascara because it really did leave my lashes fluttery. When I layered that formula, I felt like it just weighed my lashes down if I wasn't careful with how I applied with the spoolie. But I feel this mascara, like, I don't know what it is. I really love it. I know there are mascaras out there that the Lancome, the Big Monsieur, whatever that's called. I really didn't like the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I know there are a lot of mascaras out there that people love, but I've just been sticking to this for so long that, listen, I can't switch right now. Whew, that was a lot. I'm really happy with my purchases. I don't have any regrets, and like I said in my recommendation video, I sought after to spend the majority on skincare because I just feel that is highly important, and no matter what you put on your face, if your skincare is not on lock, then anything is just gonna look dreadful. I didn't buy a foundation because apparently Mother Pat has some kind of skin product on the way. I'm so happy I didn't buy any more eyeshadow because, as you saw, my last declutters, I have so many eyeshadows, so I'm happy I just stuck with the Dior Backstage. And what else? I feel like my purchases were pretty reasonable. I've been using them ever since I purchased them. I love the Charlotte Tilbury products. Those have been my favorite, I think, out of the products that I got from this sale. The Hollywood filter is simply remarkable. I understand why, like I said. I can't wait to get the Glowygasm palette in the mail so we could play with both and film a video on that. Of course, let me know down below what you guys picked up, what you've been loving, and what you think about maybe returning or passing it along to a friend. I will be sure to give you updates on all these products in a later video this month, whether it be a favorites video or just a random update video. Let me know if you want to see any reviews or demos from the products you saw here, and we'll take it from there. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another tutorial how to declutter or wish list. Take care and I'll see you again soon. My allergies. Oh my goodness me, we've already started. Emergency sponge on deck. And it's one of the most sought out. I actually really enjoy the banana cream for the eyes. Alright, that was one trip done. What do we have? Oh my god, so many things. Wash break. Let's wash this hand because it's full of stuff, Alicia. Nose break. Oh my god, I need some water. So much talking. My skin felt velvety.